Hello and welcome along to another episode from the second stint of our Rebuilding Scandinavia save from Viborg with me, Daniel. We're back today for part 8 with the league title wrapped up, but we are turning our attention to something far, far bigger. The biggest side on paper in Danish football, Copenhagen, are our opponents in a semi-final of the Danish Cup. We've done really well to get here. We've beaten 3 top tier sides, one in a gritty 1-0, one in an absolute thriller, and then one over 2 legs against the reigning champions Brøndby, who were heavily rotated after Champions League nights. But this is a little bit different against Copenhagen, because they, in the top tier, are doing really well. They have now reclaimed top spot in the league. They are 1 point clear with not long to go, and I wonder if they're resting people as a result of that. That might be the only difference, but of course, we have got some pressure on us from real life in this save, because Viborg, not only did they go up, they managed to get into Europe in real life. So we've got to be in that mix this time next year. But if you're looking forward to seeing how we get on against the biggest side in Denmark, certainly with the most lucrative squad on paper, then please do put a thumbs up on the video and subscribe down below for daily FM22 content. But thank you very much for watching as always. You can support the show as a channel member down below. But let's get cracking, because we have got 2 big legs in this semi-final. And of course, it's not the only problem we face, because we have got a hatful of players on loan from Copenhagen who, as you can see, are not eligible today. Daniel Harbo, David Palmer and Mikkel Denius. Maybe not first 11 players, but it does mean we're going to have a full rotation against Nykøbing, which is easy now because we've already won the league. Everyone else has fallen away. We're waiting to see who comes up with us. But let's have a look at the schedule for what's been going on since you were last here. Bit of a mixed bag. So you were with me as we fell away at home to Visual after the league split and the win against Lyngby. We then managed to pick up a few wins, but we've had some disappointing performances and we've been fortunate in a couple of games. So against Vendsyssel, it took till the second half. We weren't the better side by any means, but Rothman so ruthless in front of goal, and Karlstrup got one as well. A 3-1 win at home to Nykøbing, who will be playing in between the 2 games today. Rothman and Anyembi gave us a flying start, with Tobias Beck making it comfortable late on. A 4-0 win away from home followed that, 2 for Palmer, 1 for Beck and 1 for Lundvik. Against Visual, we got revenge with a 3-0 away win. Mikkel Denius, Joachim Rothman and Tobias Beck. Then disappointment against Lyngby, and really disappointing in the performance. We were 2 up at half time through Joachim Rothman, maybe a little against the run of play. The keeper then made a howler against Aaron Bjarnsen to make it 2-1. They then went down to 10 men with 15 left and somehow still managed to equalise late on. If Lyngby don't go up, which they don't look like now, we're going to be raiding them in the summer, because they have got so many young players of talent that we have to try and get into this football club. 16, 17-year-olds in the top half of the division could be real assets to us moving forward. Against Vendsyssel, the club we rejected last summer, which now does look like the right decision at last. We had David Palmer and a first goal for Buster Tramberg. What a name, by the way. Can't really finish, but he's got promise in some certain areas. Maybe could be a left winger in the future as a backup. But 1 sub appearance, 1 goal. Came off the bench in a cup game earlier in the year and got an assist. You can't argue with his performances when he's been given a chance, can you? So we're going to play the 2 Copenhagen games today. We'll get through the other one off camera in between. But let's go straight into the first leg against this monstrous side. Nicknamed the team of the city. I love that. Let's have a look at their lineup. They have got players on 20, 25 grand a week. Ben Davis, who's he just gone to in real life? It was Rangers, wasn't it? Formerly of Liverpool and more notably Preston, where he played regular football. Jesus Vallejo, former wonder kid in this game many years ago. Horta is a quality midfielder, the Portuguese. Who's this guy on the wing? 18-year-old Swede. He's phenomenal. Is he from the youth academy? Signed from Malmo by the looks of it, but he's there in real life. Next one on the conveyor belt, because Copenhagen always produce great youngsters, and it seems they're doing it again here. Rasmus Falk still going at 32. That's a name I recognise. Back in the head coach FM16 off camera. I managed Copenhagen and he was there. And Jens Starg is at the club at 27 years of age. He's a good player too. It's such a good side. It really is. They've got a backup goalkeeper in Johan Guadagno, who played 1 game for us at the start of the season before injury. But let's go straight into it. First leg at a semi-final. There is a second tier side, our runners-up Visual at the moment. They are playing Nordsjælland in the other one. So it could be an all second tier final if there's 2 shocks in these. Let's get through the tactical meeting note, see who we can pick today. 3 players out of the squad. We're going to be threadbare on the bench, but over 5,000 through the gate. This should be a pretty good atmosphere. Well, nobody else available outside the squad, but the team that we've got is pretty good. I'm a bit worried about some of the heavy match loads. I've tried to rotate a bit in the weeks leading up to this, but we're going to be able to rotate fully at the weekend. Even if we have to play academy kids, we'll take it. So the lineup that I've gone for, I think pretty much picks itself. Groning's out for Vip, but that's pretty much first choice now. And in the same Carstrup on the wing, it's 3 out of 4. So I've had to pick the ones that are available. Of course, the loanees from Copenhagen will all start at the weekend. But our team for today is Behrens in goal. And Yemby and Laridson are fullbacks with Bonder and Carlson as centre-half. Vit, Lundvik and Janusa the midfield 3. Saeed, Beck and Ruffman the front 3. And for those 3 loanees in the attacking areas, it's one of their last games for the club. What an occasion it is as well. Let's go and get into the first of the 2 legs. In the home game, we basically have to get an advantage. 3 changes for Copenhagen. Boylerson, another familiar name coming into the side. We've made 10 changes from our last league game. So we're coming up against a strong Copenhagen. We're going as strong as we possibly can. But I'm not sure how this is going to work out. We are playing an elite level side now. And they've put out a strong team too. So I expect them to do really well here. This could be a tough night for us. And we're going straight from the kickoff, which doesn't bode well. Here they come out as centre-half. They're going to be comfortable on the ball. They're going to be attacking and aggressive. Surely they're not going to sit back and wait for us, as Ben Davis has the ball at centre-half. Plays it sideways to his partner, who manages to come forward with the ball. Fault goes wide to Rooney, the youngster, into Karamoko. And it should have been a goal within 30 seconds. Good save, Behrens, but it was straight at him. If it had gone either side, he had no chance at all. And we're back with a throw on the right for Anyembi, who finds Tobias Carlson. If we can nick a goal on the counter, it would be a very positive start for us. Saeed on the right, back to Anyembi. All the way to his goalkeeper, despite 2 options being far shorter and easier to find. Bonder gets it at the back though. And it's the one benefit of having a midfielder there, is you have got someone very comfortable on the ball. As Behrens goes long, Rothman's got straight in from it. But Boylerson on the cover. Little bit of extra physicality there for Copenhagen. It's long downfield. It's a mistake from Carlson. Karamoko's in. And with 10 minutes on the clock, we're 1-0 down. The goalkeeper gets the assist. We've been done by a straight ball over the top. Is not good enough. That's the difference in quality at this level. As Rothman takes the centre kick to Janusa. Straight back from it. Beck gets it on the left-hand side. A quick pause for the hay fever sneezes as we're back with Vit to Carlson. Coming into the centre circle, the eyes are watering, but a goal would cheer us up as Beck gets in down the left. It's a good slide challenge, but it falls for Lundvik. And straight from the kick-off we've equalised. Justin Lundvik in behind. He's been so good this season. And I really don't know how we replace him. Maybe Harbo can step up, but that is an instant response. First shot on target in a game we've been second best, and it's 1-1. That's against the run of play. And we've managed to quieten things down a bit as with half an hour gone, we're back with Copenhagen attacking on the left-hand side. Horta goes back to Ben Davis, who finds his centre-half partner, and into Souza, through to Falk. Lovely ball to Boylerson, he's got him behind. And Behrens, yet again to the rescue. He's going to have a phenomenal tie if we're to have any chance of getting through. And so far, he's delivering on that as Horta puts the corner in. Carlson heads away. Rothman down for Saeed. We're so ruthless on the counter. Here goes Saeed down the right. 2 up with him. A third making a supporting run. But Matson gets back. Does really well. But fair play to Saeed. He's got a 60 yards up the pitch there. Well, we're back with 5 minutes to half time as Horta's got a corner for Copenhagen. Davis loses out in the air. Unfortunately, it's not quite as competitive in the other semi-final. Visual 4-0 down before the break, and I do worry when we go away to Copenhagen, maybe that's what will happen, as Falk puts one just wide. They've missed hatfuls. This is a game where Copenhagen should be 2 or 3 goals up. Thankfully, it is 1-1. We've scored our only chance, but we have got a corner to defend. Horta in, headed just wide. Survive until the break at 1 apiece, but this could go very wrong very quickly. Let's encourage the lads. They've done as well as they can. And we're competing with the best side in the country. I mean, you can't ask for more, really. 5-0 now to Nordsjælland in the other one. I think we know who the finalists are going to be in that tie, as we've got the ball at the back with Behrens from an errand through ball by Copenhagen. Out with the long goal kick towards Rothman up front. Wins the flick on for Lundvik. Goes wide to Saeed. And we have got that quality in attacking areas. So as much as we're vulnerable at the back, we'll always have a chance. As Matson knocks it down. Vic gets there first though. Finds Saeed across the box. Good defending from Moore at the back stick. Beck really should have been busting a gut to get in there. We'll forgive him on this occasion. As Saeed through ball to Rothman. Oh, it's lovely football. Couple of minutes where we've just burst into life. Second shot on target of the game, but still remains 1-1. And Copenhagen, they'd be devastated if they lost this. 20 minutes to go, and we're going to have to start to think about fitness and about changes a little bit. So Tobias Beck can be replaced by Karstrup. He's knackered, and there's no real change in quality there. I've got to take Yanusa off, who's having a fairly poor game. Grunin will come on for him. Witt will go into centre midfield. Larriton struggling at left back. He's one yellow from a booking, but he's so important to what we do. So I'm going to have to trust him. Then what do? I've got no other options really. Maybe Witt is the other one who would come off. Could I bring on Felix Mikel, go a little more defensive in terms of shape, but this is our best chance of winning the tie. I'm going to do it anyway. Witt off, Mikel on. Is he better as a centre mid or holding mid? Centre mid. That's where he's going to stay. Or in fact, Mikel can go centre half and Bonder in the middle. That's where they should go naturally. 20 minutes to go. We're doing really well to compete. But 1-1, probably not going to be enough with a big trip away from home next. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time to go. We're back with a Copenhagen free kick. Carlson heads it off the line as the first header was won. Rooney down the right though to Kiko. This would be heartbreaking. Good block behind for a corner. But we're very much clinging on for the draw at home, which does not bode well for the away leg. Bear in mind we've got a game in between as well. I know most of these won't play, but I can't see how we get through the tie. Having said that, looking ahead to next season, being in the top tier, I know we're virtually going to lose all of that attacking midfield quality. Saeed, Yanusa, Lundvik, all going to be off after their loans. But still, it gives me faith that we can compete at least halfway up in the Danish Superliga next year. As Stark gets the ball to Souza. Wide to Moore. I think I've spoken too soon. It's across the box to Kiko. And in stoppage time, Copenhagen nick the leg. 2-1. It's going to be tie over. Because away from home, with this level of fitness, we've got absolutely no chance. A great effort, a really spirited display, but just not enough quality. We've come up against a better side who have played their first team. Let's get through the game off camera at the weekend. None of these will feature, maybe bar the keeper. And we'll be back for the second leg in a moment. Regardless of the result, it'll be a great day out. And here we are for the second leg, trailing as we head to Copenhagen. It doesn't bode well. Vejel did get 2 late goals back against Nordsjælland, so we'll keep an eye on that tight for a shock today. But it also didn't go well at the weekend. We rotated fully and suffered the exact same outcome. Last minute heartbreak, 93rd minute. I mean, we'd had some warning signs, a couple of disallowed goals, loads of clear-cut chances for them. And to be fair, a lot of these lads hadn't had first-team football, so they were knackered after an hour too. We're just starting to come to the end of a long season. We've achieved our main objective. I can understand why it's starting to happen. But with 3 key players sold and coming to the end of their loan backs at the end of this year, it does give me a few alarm bells for next season. We've seen that a lot of the backups and the younger players that are coming in aren't good enough for this level. So with 11 changes sure to be made today, let's see the lineup that our assistant has gone for. 18,000 at Copenhagen. I'm sure this is going to be a comfortable win for them. How many subs have we got? 6 according to that. Has he picked the team I would? I think so. Yeah, that's the 11 I would go for. Same 11 as the first leg. Let's see who's in the B team that we can put on the bench. It would have been Christensen had he been fit instead. Probably be Lee Shodge. He's been on there a few times. I'm sure I've pronounced that horrendously. Otherwise, we've got attacking players. So yeah, that makes sense. I think we're going to go with that team. Same 11 that played last week. They put up a good fight. They're a little bit fitter in terms of match load. They're a little well rested. So hopefully we get a better performance tonight. But we're not going to get through, are we? Let's go and enjoy the occasion. And here we are. No changes at the back for them. I'm trying to work out from the last leg if it's the same team. I think it might be. Did Zeka play? That's the only one I'm not sure about. But at least 9 or 10 of the 11 from the first leg. It's a very strong side. There's no pressure on us. That's the one positive tonight. but this could get away from us quickly. So we're going to have to be careful in the first half. I just don't want to get embarrassed or let in 5 goals like Vejle did at Nordsjælland. That's what we want to avoid. As Zeka gets the ball at the back for Horta. 2 on the clock, and they've given it away back there to Said. Lundvik tries the through ball, which is intercepted. Said gets it to him again, though. Lovely football. What a turn up for the books that was. Oh, I thought it was in. The arrogance there showed. Hits the inside of the post and somehow bounces back out. Vejle are pulling off the shock against Nordsjælland. They're back to 5-3 on aggregate now. Imagine winning it from 5-0 down. It would be crazy. But we've missed a glorious chance there. That should have been all level on aggregate. What a bit of football it was as well. 2 players that won't be here next year. It shows you why we're going to struggle as Karamoko forces a top save from Behrens. He's been brilliant throughout this tie. And he's going to need to beat for another 70 odd minutes yet. As it's a corner kick for Horta to the front post. Vitt heads away. Does really well with it. Said tracks it and he'll get there first. But we don't get to see what he does with it. And we're back with a Copenhagen free kick. Karamoko down for Zeka. It's out for a goal kick. I'm not quite sure how he missed it. We're back with a Copenhagen throw-in. They seem to be on top again after a shaky start. As Rooney goes back to Moore. Into centre half. Zeka picks it up in a holding roll to Horta and wide to Moore. Beats his man with ease. Goes back to Zeka. 2 players making the run. I mean, we've got to be fair to Copenhagen. They're helping us out massively. Letting us keep Harbo and also Palmer for next year will keep us in the league. Whether or not we go further, I don't know. But at the moment, they've helped us to promotion. And now they're spoiling our cup aspirations. Maatsen puts it in. It's a cross into the box that 2 defenders missed the chance to head clear. And I'm afraid at this level, you're going to get punished. 3-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. Lauritsen has now picked up a tight calf. There's no point me taking him off because he's not going to play again this season. We still haven't decided if he's going to get a new contract yet. It will depend on his wage demands. So we'll leave it till about the hour mark and then we'll take him off for Franca. But at half-time, 3-1 to Copenhagen on aggregate. And I think they're pretty much there. So we're going to ask the lads to go and play with freedom. How different it could have been if we'd scored that chance in the opening minutes. But at the moment, we're struggling with a throw in our own half and we're struggling to get back into the tie as Lauritsen finds Beck with a 1-2. Brings it forward from left back, just chips it long, up towards Rothman, who does well with it. Looked a little quiet in these ties, it has to be said. Goes back to Lauritsen and Beck. Finds Janusa, through to Rothman. Did I wake him up? I think we did. It's a wonderful goal. Waliti Janusa with a through ball. Rothman picked it up wide, then made that run inside the fullback. And we've now got back into the game. 1-1 on the night. Just 1 goal off on aggregate. And we've got a corner kick and the momentum to the back post. Carlson down for Lundvik. It's blocked off the line. And it's a free kick Copenhagen. Referee helping the big side. But we are coming right back into this. The goal has given us a new lease of life. And Copenhagen are going to have to weather the storm here. Janusa up to Said, who gets in behind. Poor ball intercepted, but Davis gives it straight back to him. Said puts it over the bar. 10 gone in the second half. I feel that was the chance. I feel that was the big moment. As Lauritsen's gone off with a knock again, we're going to have to take him off. And we lose set-piece speciality. We lose a best left-back. And Franca's nowhere near as good. And it might cost us before as well. Horta's shot just wide. Let's change the whole left wing. Lauritsen, absolutely knackered. Franca on for him. And on the left wing, Karstrup will replace Beck. Only managed half an hour at the weekend, Karstrup. He came off with a twisted knee. But we avoided any further damage, which means he can come on tonight. 1 more change. I'm going to go Vitt off. Gröning, experience on. He's played most of the season. Are we going to lose before that? Yes, we are. Maatsen puts a free kick. Postage stamp top corner. 4-2 on aggregate. 2-1 on the night yet again. Copenhagen. Look, we've put up a great scrap, but they're just too good for us. Behrens with a goal kick. 5 minutes left on the clock. And Copenhagen, to be fair, they've done a really professional job. Just managed this game out. Made it boring. Made sure they're in the final. They've got the ball at centre-half. And they'll still look to put a bit of gloss on this. Take the home fans happy. And they've got it again with Zeka to Horta. To Souza. To Kiko. Lovely football. Lovely finish. And the home fans definitely will be going home happy now. What a goal. What a way to round it off. 5-2 on aggregate. And I'm afraid it's been a very comfortable night for the hosts. 4 minutes of stoppage time played. The full time whistle goes. Our Dream Cup run comes to an end. We beat 3 top tier sides including the champions. The players unhappy they've lost. I guess that's a positive sign against the best side in the league. But we are out at the semi-final stage. Copenhagen put us to the sword. Veg will go out as well despite winning on the night. So it's back to the league. We'll enjoy winning the trophy. But we're going to be competing with these sides next year. So it's lovely to see that we have got that competitive edge. Not enough to win the title for sure. We'll be up there. We'll be competing. Well, we're going to need to hope we get an easy cup tie in the first round next year because Karstrup is out and Lauritzen is out. Does it apply to the league? No. So they will both miss the first Danish Cup game next year. Let's have a look at the schedule though, because we're going to be back, not long actually. We're going to show you the last 2 games of the season. We'll win the league, we'll get promotion, we'll look at the season review and what we want to do for next year in the top tier. Because it is going to be a bit of a squad rebuild. We've lost loads of stars. We're still massively in debt despite the cup game tonight. It's going to be a long old slog this summer, and I think maybe even harder than the first season's been. So if you're looking forward to finding out how we get on and whether we can make it in the big league, then please do put a thumbs up on the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of pain tonight, but Copenhagen, there's no shame in losing that game. If you want to stay up to date, see how the summer rebuild goes, and see us lift the title next time round, subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on for daily FM22 content. Links to all the key playlists up in the eye above. The top 3 will be above my head now. Please do give it a try if you haven't already. And I'll see you back here in a couple of days' time for the title lift and summer plans with Viborg.